And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. So the Clippers win the tip. Now here's Paul. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. 5 on the clock. Now here is Maggette. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Here's Payton. Payton outside. Pass to Kemp. Outside Kemp. Allen left side. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And here are the Clippers. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Now Maggette, back to Paul. And there's the rejection. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. On defense, the Clippers. And here is Payton. Back to Allen. Lets it go with the three. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Maggette with it. Pass to Paul. Back to Maggette. Now Paul. He lobs it up. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. The Clippers on defense. Now here's Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Right side Durant. And stolen by Jordan. Now here's Paul. Reverses. Here in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot by Paul, no good. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Allen. Pass to Westbrook. There's a good screen. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Here's Kemp, and it's blocked. Here's Paul. Here's McAdoo. Back to Paul. Now, here is Maggette. And Griffin backs in. 6 to shoot. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Payton outside. Durant. Pass to Kemp. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. The Clippers in the lead. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Paul outside. Now Maggette. Now Griffin. Back to Maggette. Clock at 4. The fader. And that one's good. Now Payton looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Durant. Ray Allen is on the wing. Allen left side. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the drought, but he gets it back. Second chance shot. That's good. So it's the Clippers now. And here is Paul. He lobs up the alley pass. And the slam by Blake Griffin. Oklahoma City trailing. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Outside Kemp. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And here we go with Chris Paul. Pass to McGetty. There's the three. And the basket good. He has 6.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Payton with the ball. Left side Durant. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. Paul with the ball. Here's McAdoo. Pass to Griffin. Backing down. Poked away. Durant with the steal. Payton, good. Here's Paul. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And here's McGetty. Now, here is McGetty. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
So it's the Thunder now. Trailing by 5. Outside Westbrook. Off the pick. And the Clippers call time here. Here's Paul. Pass to McGetty. There's the double team with Westbrook. Back to McGetty. Shot is off. Payton outside. Payton right side. Lets it go from 14. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here's Paul. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. McGetty with it. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And here's Kemp. Allen outside. Now here's Westbrook. Leaps for it. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Paul with the ball. Pass to McGetty. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. Goes back up. Griffin down low. And Griffin puts it in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Payton outside. The jump hook. Nice touch on the bank shot. 6 points for him. And the Clippers have possession. They lead by 4. Paul outside. Pass to McGetty. Lock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those when he misses when he's got that much room.
Back to Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. Kemp. There's the triple. And he gets it to go.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's McGetty. He's got 12. Now Paul.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Kicks it out to Allen. And the Thunder, another 3.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Paul outside. Pass to McAdoo. McGetty. Shot to stop the run. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Thunder with the lead. Down low. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. And here is Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. McAdoo. There's the bucket. Good. And here are the Thunder now. And here is Payton. He has 6. Durant up top. Griffin's there. Outside Durant. Westbrook. It's blocked. Here's Kemp.
And you know, the thing he might do better than anything else, guys, is bang the offensive glass. I mean, he really works hard at that.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Second free throw, no good. The Clippers trail. Back to Walton. And the shot is good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Johnson outside. Now here's Lewis. Back to Johnson. George. Shot is blocked. Gordon with it. Pass to Free. Redick with it. Three-pointer. Shot's good.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
George up top. Here's Lewis. Launches a three. That one goes. Come. Now here's Redick. Pass to Free. And here is Kamen. And he lays it straight in. Now here's Johnson. And the basket by Johnson. Free. And that's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one? Now Wilkins. Back to George. Pass to Wilkins. Lewis. Now Wilkins. Now here's Lewis. And the Thunder, another three.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's Gordon. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Free. Puts up a three, and he gets the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Left side, George. There's the block. Here's Free. Now here's Redick. Pass to Free. Now here's Gordon. Knocked away. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Gordon. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Wilkins. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Outside Wilkins. Fires the three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. Here's Free. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Clippers making a switch here. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Gordon. Came in inside. Makes the lead pass. Pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. A step-back shot here. It's blocked. But he stays with it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Thunder making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Now Williams. Outside Gordon. Left side Gordon. Left side Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. And again, no good by the Clippers. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Wilkins. Back to Johnson. Schrempf. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniel. And he gets it to go.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
The Clippers trail. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Harper's shot's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Wilkins. Sigma. And he converts the layup. And here's Gordon. Here's Harper. Back to Gordon. Shot is off.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Outside Wilkins. Pass to Johnson. The kick out to Wilkins. With the fadeaway. Rebound by the Clippers.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Now Gordon. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 5 points in the game.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Pass to Schrempf for 3, and that one's good.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Gordon with it. He has 5. Here's Williams. He had a nice open look right there.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Johnson. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Schrempf with it. Pass to Johnson. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Clippers have possession. Here's Gordon. Clock at 6. Right side, Gordon. Lets it go from 11. No good.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
There's a screen. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Johnson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Now here's Williams. Here's Gordon. They retain possession. Now Williams from outside the arc. They get the rebound. Walton inside. And the basket by Walton. The Thunder with the lead. Now Johnson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here is Williams. Eric Gordon on the wing. Back to Williams. Pass to Kaman. Now Schrempf. Six to shoot. McDaniel. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And the Clippers making a change here. And here are the Clippers. They trail by 1. Here's Harper. Outside Williams. Griffin. Pass to Harper. Back to Griffin. And stolen by Payton. Gives him the lead pass. And stolen by Williams. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. 3 on 3. Payton outside. Pass to Schrempf. Back to Payton. 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. 8 points for him. Williams with the ball. Harper. Back to Williams. Fires for 3. The shot is off. Now here's Durant. Here's Westbrook. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. The Clippers trail. Here's Harper. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Now here's Payton. 8 points for him. Payton left side. Here's Durant. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
They set the pick. Here's Harper. And a slam by Blake Griffin. And the Thunder with the possession here. Outside Westbrook. Back to Schrempf. Pass to Durant. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside Williams. Shot off the screen. The Clippers rebound. Fires from deep. Count the bucket. 5 points in the game.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Outside Westbrook. Up top Schrempf. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside Williams. Harper. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook with it. He's got 7. Back to Shrimp. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's McAdoo. Harper. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 7.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Pass to Shrimp. Durant. McDaniel. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we... And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Corey Maggette getting it done today. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's the screen. Back to Kemp. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Pass to Maggette. Back to Paul. Left side, Griffin. Left side, Griffin. Another one falls for the Clippers. And here is Payton. Lets it go from deep. And he gets it to go. 11 points in the game. And here we go with Chris Paul. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's McAdoo. 6 on the shot clock. Paul. Pass to Jordan. And he gets it to go. Now here's Durant. They trail by 1. And here is Payton. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Paul, right side. Just over a minute and a half had passed here in the third quarter. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. From deep. They get it again. Here's McAdoo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And here is Durant. Paul grabs the board.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pass to McAdoo. Paul outside. Here's McAdoo. Back to Paul. From deep. Can't get it to go. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Allen outside. Outside Durant. The 3. And Paul pulls it down.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Out to Maggette. Back to Paul. Pass to McAdoo. Now here's Paul. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. So it's the Thunder now. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside Westbrook. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Here's McAdoo. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the three. Thunder with the rebound. Now Allen. He's got 9. Tries to save it. Outside Durant. Lets it fly. Good. He hits the jump shot. He has 6.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Los Angeles calls timeout. The Clippers in the lead. And here is Paul. Pass to Maggette. Back to Paul. Now Maggette. And stolen by Payton. On up the court. And there's the lay-in. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Paul with the ball. Here's McAdoo. Back to Paul. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Jordan. That is good. 8 points for him.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Outside Westbrook. Left side Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Now here's Paul. Pass to Maggette. Lets it go from the wing. No good. Now Payton. For the lead. And the bucket counts. He was on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And the Clippers making a switch here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That's good from Payton. And here is Paul. Pass to Maggette. Back to Paul. And here's Redick. Redick with it. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Payton. He's got 14. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now here's Paul. Redick with it. Back to Paul. There's the lob to the hoop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. So it's the Thunder now. It's a 1-point game. Payton outside. Pass to George. Out to Payton. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by McAdoo. Here now the Clippers. Now Redick. 9 points in the game so far. And he drops him away up off the glass. 11 points in the game. Now Payton. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Here comes Chris Paul. Here's Redick. Pass to McAdoo. Now Redick. Shot clock at 6. And here's Maggette. He's got 12. And Jordan gets it to go.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Payton outside. Back to George. And stolen by Redick. And they're pushing it up. Launches it. And he gets it to go. He's got 14.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Here's Payton. Back to George. And the jumper is on the mark. And here comes Paul. Pass to McAdoo. Shot from 16. Another one falls for the Clippers. Oklahoma City trailing. Payton with the ball. 18 points for him. Lewis with it. Back to Payton. 5 on the clock. And that one goes long.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
Here's Reddick. Drops in the layup for 2. 16 points for him.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Allen. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's Reddick. He's got 16. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's the break. Drops in the breakaway layup.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here's Free. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Maggette. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. 14 points for him. Now here's Wilkins. There's the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Reddick. Pass to Walton. Here's Free.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
Outside Wilkins. Here's George. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Free. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here is Lewis. Pass to Wilkins. Now here's Lewis. Buries it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And the basket by Walton. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Johnson. Outside, George. Back to Johnson. Johnson right side. 6 on the shot clock. Sigma. Count that one. Puts up a prayer. The shot is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Clippers on top and will return. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Free. Back to Williams. Here's Free. Clock at 6. Here's Maggette. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. So it's the Thunder now. Now George. Sigma. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. And Maggette pulls it down.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Came in inside. Here's Free. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
Here's Johnson. And here's Schrempf. Johnson with it. Good. Nothing but net. Here's Free. Pass to Williams. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. No good from Maggette.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
That ties it up.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Johnson outside. Now Lewis. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by George. Williams with the ball. Pass to Maggette. Paul George with the steal. Johnson outside. Johnson left side. Now here's Lewis. Now here's Lewis. Here's Johnson. Here's Free. Always going after the alley-oop here. And the slam by Blake Griffin. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now Johnson. Pass to Schrempf. Just 5 to shoot. Sickman. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
And here is Williams. Out to Maggette. The tray. That's good. 19 points in the game.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, George. Schrempf. Shot from the low block. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. Here comes World B. Free. Pass to Maggette. No one near him. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Johnson. And that one's good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside Williams. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Johnson. George up top. Shoots. Again, the Thunder score. Clark, plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin. Johnson with it. And here's Schrempf. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Stolen by Maggette. Now here's Williams. Inside. Here's Johnson. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Pass to Maggette. Griffin with it. Baseline J on the way. Kemp with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. There's the pick. Now here's Allen. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Here's Maggette. Here's McAdoo. Pass to Free. Rejected. But they get it back. Griffin's shot is good. Now Westbrook. And good on the basket. Book it. And here's Maggette. Right side, Griffin. Changes up. And the layup is good. He's got 20.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Durant with it. Payton outside. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Payton. Now Allen. Outside for Durant. 5 to shoot. Westbrook. No good with the layup. Now, here is Maggette. Pass to McAdoo. Back to Maggette. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. And here now the Thunder. Here's Westbrook. Now Payton. Payton outside. Allen outside. Back to Westbrook. No good. Now Maggette. Leads him in there. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. He's covered by Westbrook. And here's Maggette. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Durant with it. Pass to Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. And here is Payton. Clock at 6. Outside Durant. Soft touch off the glass.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
The Clippers in the lead. Ball outside. Pass to Maggette. Here's Griffin. Griffin inside. Nice move. And that one's good. He's got 22.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Now here's Payton. They set the pick. Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. Pass to Griffin. Here's McAdoo. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting house down there.
Now here's Payton. Now here's Payton. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Tipped away. Griffin with the steal. Here's Maggette. Now here's Griffin. And that one's good. Griffin.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Here's Durant. Left side Durant. Blocked. Now Paul. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Maggette to the inside. And Griffin backs in. And again, the Clippers good for 2. And here is Payton. Durant. Banked in off the glass.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And here's Maggette. Paul with the ball. So the Clippers with Blake Griffin.